top. Drop that. Yeah, feel the funk, y'all. Yeah, feel the funk, y'all. Yeah, they lay back in the cut. What's up? What's up?
Hello my doves, what's up, what's up? Welcome back to Aphrodite by Olympia. If you're new here, my name's Olympia and I do videos here on YouTube about beauty and makeup available in Australia for deeper skin tones. Today's video is going to be all about the Mecca Max Desert Queen. This is a face and eye palette and it looks like this. So stinking cute. Now, this palette itself, we're going to do a full kind of on the face and the eye review. I'm gonna, like, my face has already been done, so I've done my foundation, which I'm wearing the Estee Lauder Double Wear in 2 shades. I've got a mixture of 2 shades, 6W2 Nutmeg and 5C1 Rich Chestnut. So yes, I am currently doing a wear test for this foundation. So it will come after this video. So yeah, look out for the wear test. Now, but we're gonna get into this video. Before we start, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell because I do upload every Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. And what you'll find on my channel is basically beauty and makeup products that are available in Australia. So yes, let's get into this video. Alright guys, alright, so the Mecca Desert Queen Eye and Face Palette, this retails for $38 AUD. Now I have to mention that it is limited edition, so once stock runs out, Mecca generally never brings anything back once it's out. Like once it's unavailable, it's unavailable. So this is a marbled and metallic sunset inspired eye and face palette. It's got 15 matte and shimmer high pigment shades for a summer queen look. It does also say that, yes, can be used as blushes. I'm pretty sure you can possibly even, I'm gonna try and contour / bronze with this shade. And yeah, so we're gonna do an eye look. We're gonna start off with swatches first. Yeah, there are no shade names. So I'm just gonna swatch it for you guys. This is the first row. So row 1, row 2, ignore the hairy arms, but yeah, they're the shades there. It's not bad. I'm finding that a lot of the metallic shades just kind of stick to the finger. I can't get them to quite transfer very well onto my arm, and I think it's because my fingers are wet, like they're a bit sweaty because it's a bit hot in here. Okay, I'm more interested to see how this palette works on the face. I think on the eyes, they're all going to translate really well. But I want to see how it works as a face product. So I'm going to go ahead and bronze with this shade here. Now, I would normally bronze with, I've been bronzing with my Morphe E58, but it's such a small pan. I'm going to go in with a Morphe E4 brush. This is where I've got, it's a lot of pigment, but it does kick up a little bit. All right, zooming in a little bit. yes, it's definitely working. Pick up a bit more. Tap off the excess. Bring it down a little bit more. Went a bit ham there. It does remind me of the MAC blush format. Like, yeah, so this is MAC format. And this is that deep shade. Yeah, very similar. It's really, really easy to go overboard. A little patchy. You're probably thinking, stop it, you look crazy. I do look crazy. Alright, I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose. To fix this mess, because it looks unblended, that's because it is, I'm gonna go ahead and take Micro Smooth on another E40 brush. I'm just gonna go over that. Just to tone it down. Alright, this shade as a bronzer or contour for deep skin, I'm not going to recommend. I'm sorry. That took a lot of effort. So I put the color down as you saw earlier, and I had to use quite a bit of Sephora Micro Smooth in the color. This is the color Deep. Yeah, Deep 60. To kind of meld that a bit better, and even then, it still just does not want to blend. It does catch on the skin a little bit as well. It wasn't very smooth. It was a bit patchy. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend this on the face. I will stick to using this on the eyes only. Let's move on to the blush. Now I'm trying to decide what shade to use as blush. I don't really like shimmery blushes. I think I'm gonna go for this shade. I'm not convinced though. I think it's gonna be too light. But listen, I'm gonna try. This is a Chi Chi angled blush brush, 126. We're gonna go into that shade there. Oh, nah, it's gonna be ashy. Yeah, no, that does not work. Let's try something else. All right, let's go. See, I was gonna use this on the eye, this shade here and this shade. I was gonna do a look with those two. But all right, let's try this shade. Ooh, it's very shimmery. No, let's not do that. Dang, Micro Smooth to the rescue. I'm gonna do this shade in the middle there. Same brush. Looks promising. It's nice, but like I said earlier, I do prefer a matte, just because I've got such high, like, prominent cheekbones. I look crazy. Actually look crazy. Okay, for the face, no. So far for the face, I can't endorse this palette on the face. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, highlight. Hopefully we can get somewhere. So for highlighter, I'm gonna go in with this bronze shade here. Picks up really well. This is the It's My Ray Ray BH Cosmetics number 5 brush. Okay, are you ready? Yeah, that's beautiful. That's a really, really nice highlighter color for sure. It disappears when I'm straight on. I really, really like that. the face palette for highlight can stay. Listen, that shade right there. Alright, we're gonna move on to eyes, guys. So, prime the lids. I'm just gonna use some ColourPop. Let's go in with, I think I'm gonna go in with this pink. It's in the corner here. Ooh, yes. It's very peachy. Ooh, I really like this shade. I really like that. This is the Luxie 231 small tapered blending brush. I actually ordered like 3 more of these, I kid you not. I love this brush. It is so good. Sorry, I'm just picking up this shade here. It is so good at depositing color, but at the same time, it's small enough to really pack on shades, but then blend it out also. Like, it's really good. It's very versatile is what I'm trying to say. And I'm gonna cut the crease today. Yeah, I just want another one of these in my life. I really do. Okay, this is the Chi Chi Crease 113. I'm gonna go back into that pink shade there. Blend out the edges a bit more. Just so it's a bit more. I'm finding it hard to kind of blend out this deep plummy purple shade. This is the same shade that I use on my cheeks, by the way, like to contour with. That's how it's translating on the eye. We're gonna go ahead and cut the crease. I'm going to be using the P. Louise base. This is in rumor number 2. I did order the deepest one. I think it's number 5 or 6, I can't remember. And we're gonna do a halo. I did one higher than the other. I'm stressing myself out. That's fine. We're good, yeah? Yeah. It's not exactly the same, but it's like similar enough. Okay, this is a soft definer brush by Zoeva. We're gonna go into that shade there. And we're gonna tap a little bit on the edges, just a little bit. Just to meld the edges a bit better. We're just creating that V shape. So we're gonna take this shade in the center here with a flat ColourPop E4 brush. I don't know, maybe I'll use my finger. No, even the finger isn't working all that great. Okay, so you really have to wet it. You gotta dig a little bit to get the pigment onto the actual brush, and it needs to be really wet for it to transfer onto the lid. This is the the Zoeva Detailed Shader. And see how I left a little space there? That was deliberate, because I'm gonna take this shade, wet it, and we're gonna go just at the top there. Those edges, I'm just gonna fix that up. It's not really blending very well together, like the metallic to the matte. Normally I can get like a really seamless blend, but I'm having issues with this shade. Alright, gonna do the lower lash line, just going in with that dark plummy shade, just on the outer corner here. Inner corner highlights. So let's take this Chi Chi Inner Corner Pencil 117 brush, and we're gonna go in with this shade here. Right there. Okay, same shade underneath the brow. I want to put a little bit of purple in that lower lash line, but it didn't perform very well on the lid. I'm just gonna try it anyway. Now I decided I'm not gonna do a liner. Yes, very different for me. I'm gonna go ahead and put some lashes on. I'm going to be wearing the same old Huda Beauty Noel number 14. Faux mink. These are my favorite lashes of all time. Okay, quick look at the lip on. What should I use? Let's line my lips first. This is Kat Von D Crucifix. Alright, I'm gonna go this lippy stick by Crayon Case. This is in the color, what color is this? Mad for Mauve. And then I'm gonna put Netta by Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip on top. Just makes it that little bit brown.
Now, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ain't no stopping now. I got guap now.
Okay guys, this is the final look. As you can see, it is a purple pink halo cut crease. Yes, I like it. The more I look at it, the more it grows on me. I did say I wanted to do more colourful kind of Instagrammy makeup. This is my version of colourful Instagrammy makeup. Okay, so about this palette, the Mecca Max Desert Queen Face and Eye Palette. Okay, let's start with the face because that's where I started. I used this shade here on my cheeks to get a kind of a bronze contour. It was patchy, it skipped. It was hard to blend. A little bit goes a very long way because it's actually quite pigmented. And I had to go in and fix it with Micro Smooth. So would I recommend using it on your face? No, there are better products out there. If you're wanting a one-stop shop kind of palette and that's all you're going to use, then yeah, you could definitely get away with doing that. You'd have to do a lot of fixing or go really, really small and take your time. I did rush it a little bit. So that's that shade. And then on the cheeks, I tried this shade here. For my complexion, it was way too light. I had a feeling it was going to be anyway, but for reals, it was too light. Then I went in with a shimmer. What did I use? I think it was this one. And it just turned out looking like a highlighter, like a too light Ashy highlighter. So that was a no. So then I went ahead and put this on my cheeks, as blush, third try. And it came out looking really, really pink and shimmering. It worked on my skin. I just don't like shimmer blushes. I'm not a shimmer blush girl. I will go matte blush every single time. So I ended up kind of tapping over that with my foundation brush and using a different blush. So I currently don't have a blush from here on. Did not like it. Highlight, however, highlight was good. So I used this to highlight, and as you can see, it's a beautiful gold bronzy shade that completely disappears when I'm face on, which is how you know that the shade is good for you. It does not go ashy at all, so it's definitely not too light. So if you're my complexion, that makes an awesome highlight. Now, moving on to eyes. So I used this shade, and this shade on my eyes today. This shade I found to be very pigmented. It was easy to kind of blend and work with, but it's not very good at layering. You know, some shades you can put down like a light layer and then go kind of heavier and deeper, and it will create dimension with the one shade. You can't do that with this, unfortunately. I'm kind of used to doing that now with like Pat McGrath Labs. Her matte shades, you're able to do that. You're able to do a wash of shadow and then deepen it with the same shade and create dimension with the one shade, which is why I think that formula is A1. But let's not why we're here. So I found it was really hard to layer it. It became quite patchy and kind of stuck to some areas more than others when trying to build this up in the outer and the inner for the halo. So I wasn't really impressed with that. I tried kind of blending out the edges with the same shade because there was no other shade kind of in between this one and this one that I could use to make that transition. So I tried going back in with this one like a little bit lighter and it just didn't work. So it did not work. Then the shimmer shade. I forgot to mention earlier that there are three formulas. There's the marble ones, there's the shimmers, and then there's the mattes. So the shimmer shade, I had a lot of trouble getting the product off the brush onto the eye. Even when the brush was wet, it still just would not transfer on. It took a lot to build the color on my eye. Tried going in with a finger, same problem. It wouldn't come off my finger onto the eye. I think maybe a glitter glue, something that's a bit more tacky might work better with this shade. I'm not sure with this formula. I don't know how the other metallic shades perform, but when I was swatching earlier, I found that the metallic shades just did not want to budge off the finger. I had to go over the swatch multiple times. You guys would have seen earlier, it was a little bit annoying, so I was a bit kind of expecting it a little bit when I went to put the shadow onto my eye. That's the kind of thing you want to check when you're in store and you're swatching things, like how easy is it to swatch? Can you make a good big circle and it kind of diffuses out? Things like that. Then the marble formula. The marble formula is hands down the winner in my opinion with this palette. This marble purple shade that I've got just on the crest of my cut crease, halo cut crease there, was so easy to apply, wet, dry, just it blended so seamlessly. I had no issues whatsoever, like at all. Like, I'm not even kidding, like it was so easy to use. So I want to use the marble formulas more. Awesome formula. So do I recommend this palette? Look, for $38, so let's call that 40. I call that $40 in my head. I think it's worth it, but it's not. It depends on your color, like whether you like these types of colors or not. They're all rosy, pinky, purple, then bronze and gold shades. If you like those type of colors, then for sure, definitely get it. If these type of shades are not up your alley, then I would say no. Don't get it. I had some problems, like I had some issues. So yeah, there's that. I like the look. The more that I see, I'm looking at my viewfinder here, the more that I look at it and from different angles and stuff, the more I'm like, oh yeah, she's cute. She's kind of cute, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. Go ahead and subscribe, comment, like, notification bell, all that good stuff. And I'll see y'all on the next video.